Imagine a world where the only way to experience sports was through the crackling sound of a radio. In this video, we'll dive into the roots of sports broadcasting, where it all began with the silent generation and the first ever live broadcasts of boxing and baseball. Each generation has contributed to the evolution of sports culture, driven by advances in technology. The trajectory suggests even more immersive and personalized experiences in the future. Technology has made sports accessible globally, breaking down barriers between fans and teams. Fans are now part of the action, whether through fantasy sports, social media interactions, or virtual attendance. Streaming and internet coverage have turned local sports into global phenomena, allowing fans to connect with teams and athletes worldwide. Let's look at where we started with our ability to participate in sports collectively and how that's progressed over the generations. The silent generation experienced the radio revolution. This generation experienced the rise of radio broadcasts, which brought sports into homes for the first time. Iconic events like baseball games and boxing matches united communities. Sports were more about storytelling and imagination, since visuals were minimal. Highlights from sports events shown in cinemas brought global events like the Olympics to a wider audience. Families gathered around radios to listen to live play-by-plays, fostering a shared love of sports. Looking at the top 3 sports of the silent generation, radio made baseball, boxing, and horse racing immensely popular, as fans could follow games and races without attending in person. Baseball dominated as America's pastime, with legendary players like Babe Ruth and Joe DiMaggio capturing the nation's attention. Boxing stars like Joe Louis and Sugar Ray Robinson brought the sport mainstream, with matches broadcast widely on radio. Horse racing events like the Kentucky Derby were cultural staples. The first live radio broadcast of a sporting event took place April 11, 1921, as a boxing match between Johnny Ray and Johnny Dundee in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. KDKA in Pittsburgh aired this historic boxing match, with Pittsburgh Daily Sports editor Florent Gibson providing commentary from ringside at Motor Square Garden. KDKA was among the earliest commercial radio stations, and its broadcasts were accessible to anyone with a radio receiver within its transmission range. Given the novelty of live sports broadcasting, it's likely that the significant portion of radio owners in the Pittsburgh area tuned in. By 1922, approximately 60,000 households had radios, a number that grew exponentially throughout the decade. The Rose Bowl was among the first sports events broadcast nationally January 1st, 1927, bringing live football coverage to audiences across the United States. Radio ownership had expanded significantly, with millions of households owning radio sets. The national broadcast of the Rose Bowl likely attracted a substantial audience, potentially reaching hundreds of thousands to millions of listeners nationwide. On August 26, 1939, NBC's experimental station W2XBS, later WNBC-TV, made history by televising the first Major League Baseball game, a doubleheader between the Cincinnati Reds and the Brooklyn Dodgers at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, New York. At the time, television was in its infancy, with an estimated 400 to 500 television sets in the New York area. Consequently, the broadcast reached a modest audience, primarily consisting of early adopters and select public venues. This pioneering broadcast marked a significant milestone in sports media, paving the way for the extensive television coverage of baseball and other sports that we enjoy today. From radio waves that brought communities together to the seeds of global sports revolution, the early radio era set the stage for everything that followed. Up next, how television changed the game forever. The arrival of television didn't just transform living rooms, it changed how we experience sports forever. In this video, we explore how the baby boomer era brought iconic moments like the first televised World Series and the birth of sports shows like Wide World of Sports. The introduction of televised games boosted football, baseball, and basketball. The Super Bowl emerged as a cultural phenomenon, and color TV enhanced the visual appeal of sports, especially football and golf. Watching sports together became a shared family tradition, solidifying the role of sports in baby boomers' lives. Let's take a look at the top 3 sports for baby boomers. Baseball continued its reign as a favorite pastime, with stars like Mickey Mantle and Sandy Koufax. The NFL exploded in popularity with the rise of televised football games. Basketball gained traction thanks to TV broadcasts of NCAA and NBA games. On September 30th, 1947, the opening game of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers was broadcast live on television for the first time. This broadcast introduced the World Series to a television audience, setting the stage for the medium's future role in sports. Television was still emerging, with approximately 44,000 TV sets in the U.S., many located in public venues like bars. The broadcast was available in 4 markets: New York, Philadelphia, Albany, and Washington. On April 29, 1961, ABC's Wide World of Sports made its debut, featuring coverage of 2 prominent track and field events: the Penn Relays from Franklin Field in Philadelphia and the Drake Relays from Des Moines, Iowa. Wide World of Sports aimed to present sports that were seldom seen on American television, offering viewers a unique glimpse into international athletic competitions. The program's format and engaging presentation quickly resonated with audiences, leading to its unexpected popularity and a remarkable run that spanned over 36 years. From black and white screens to the thrill of live TV, the television revolution connected fans like never before. Stay tuned as we dive into the next era, where 24/7 sports coverage made its debut. What if you could watch sports anytime, anywhere? That dream became a reality in the Gen X era with the launch of ESPN and the rise of cable TV. Join us as we explore how niche programming and pay-per-view events forever changed sports broadcasting. Gen X brought the introduction of cable TV and ESPN, which provided 24/7 sports coverage and introduced niche sports to mainstream audiences. VCRs allowed fans to rewatch and share key moments. Looking at the top 3 sports for Generation X, football dominated as a national obsession, with the Super Bowl becoming must-watch TV. Basketball stars like Michael Jordan and the rise of the NBA's global presence boosted basketball's popularity. Baseball remained a key sport, but began to lose ground to faster-paced options like basketball and football. The Thrilla in Manila, the iconic boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, took place on October 1st, 1975. It was the third and final bout between the 2 legendary fighters and was held at the Araneta Coliseum in Metro Manila, Philippines. It was broadcast via closed-circuit television, a precursor to pay-per-view, where viewers paid to watch the event in select venues. September 7, 1979, ESPN, the Entertainment Sports Programming Network, became the first channel dedicated exclusively to sports. This 24/7 sports programming introduced niche sports, college games, and events like bowling and Australian rules football to mainstream audiences. ESPN leveraged satellite technology to broadcast nationwide, making it accessible to a growing cable TV audience. ESPN quickly became the go-to source for sports fans, laying groundwork for the rise of sports as a 24/7 industry. Expanded coverage of college basketball and football increased the visibility and popularity of NCAA sports. From boxing super fights to 24-hour sports, this era showed us the power of specialized coverage. Don't miss the next video, where the internet takes sports to a whole new level. The internet changed everything. For millennials, streaming services and social media made sports more accessible than ever before. Let's dive into how the digital expansion connected fans across the globe in ways never seen. The rise of the internet changed how fans access sports. Online streaming platforms like MLB TV allowed fans to watch games anywhere and gave fans global access to sports like soccer and tennis. Social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter became primary sources for sports news and live updates, while also helping athletes like LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo build massive fan bases. Personal video recorders and devices like TiVo allowed fans to record games and watch them later, leading to the rise of time-shifted viewing. Satellite broadcasting expanded coverage of international events, including soccer leagues like the Premier League and La Liga. Looking at the millennials' top 3 sports, football continued dominance thanks to fantasy leagues and increased global outreach. Soccer gained global traction, with streaming services bringing international leagues to U.S. audiences. The NBA thrived with its embrace of social media and international stars. The 1992 Barcelona Olympics introduced innovative broadcast features, including multi-camera angles and in-depth athlete profiles. Approximately 3.5 billion viewers worldwide tuned in to watch the opening ceremonies, highlighting its global appeal. On September 5, 1995, the Seattle Mariners faced the New York Yankees in a game that marked a significant milestone in sports broadcasting. This matchup was the first Major League Baseball game to be streamed live over the internet, allowing fans worldwide to listen to the radio broadcast via their personal computers. From the first live-streamed games to viral highlights shared instantly, the digital expansion redefined what it means to be a sports fan. Next up, how today's interactive technology is shaping the future of sports broadcasting. Augmented reality, virtual reality, and interactive apps. Welcome to the interactive era. Join us as we explore how Gen Z and Alpha Generation fans are experiencing sports like never before, with immersive and personalized technologies. Smartphones and apps like ESPN, YouTube, and TikTok offer instant access to live games, highlights, and player content. Esports emerged as a serious competitor for traditional sports among younger fans. This generation has embraced esports and virtual sports as legitimate entertainment. Interactive media such as AR, VR, and live chat features enhance engagement and fan experiences, allowing for immersive viewing. Over-the-top platforms, or OOT platforms, deliver video, audio, and other media content directly to users via the internet, bypassing traditional cable or satellite TV providers. Looking at the top 3 sports for the Gen Z era, soccer surpassed other sports in global popularity due to streaming of leagues like the Premier League and La Liga. Basketball thrived on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where highlights and personalities drive engagement. Esports experienced rapid growth as competitive gaming gained recognition as a legitimate sport. Between 1997 and 2012, sports broadcasting underwent significant technological advancements that transformed the viewing experience and expanded audience reach. Here are some key milestones from that period. In 1998, we had the introduction of the virtual yellow first down line. During an NFL game broadcast, a virtual yellow line indicating the first down marker was introduced, enhancing viewers' understanding of the game. This innovation became a standard feature in football broadcasts, significantly improving the viewing experience. The Skycam, a computer-controlled, cable-suspended camera system, was utilized in NFL broadcasts beginning in 2003 to provide dynamic aerial views of the field. This technology offered unique perspectives, enhancing the visual experience for viewers and becoming a staple in sports broadcasting. ESPN introduced a mobile streaming service in 2006, allowing fans to watch live sports on their mobile devices. This development marked a significant shift towards on-the-go sports consumption, catering to the growing demand for mobile accessibility. The 2012 London Olympics were broadcasted amongst multiple digital platforms, including live streaming and on-demand services, making it the first fully digital Olympics. The event reached approximately 3.6 billion viewers worldwide, showcasing the expansive reach of digital broadcasting. Advancements in technology have led to more sophisticated sports analysis and broadcasting techniques, providing deeper insights and content for alpha generation viewers. AI personalization allows for customized highlights and content, making sports viewing more appealing. Immersive experiences such as AR, VR, and holograms are shaping how this generation experiences sports. Digital communities engage through platforms like Twitch, Discord, and YouTube. The top 3 sports as it stands for Alpha Generation include soccer, maintaining its global dominance as technology enables more worldwide access. Basketball continues to thrive through social media and interactive content. Esports tops the list for younger fans drawn to gaming and online tournaments. The introduction of the Alpha Esports Valorant team highlights the formalization and rising popularity of esports among younger generations. Sports broadcasting has come a long way from the crackling radios of the 1920s to the interactive apps of today. In this final video, we'll reflect on the incredible journey and what lies ahead for fans and technology. From the silent generation's introduction to sports via radio and black and white television, to the Alpha Gen's immersive and experiences through streaming, social media, and interactive apps, sports broadcasting has evolved dramatically. Advancements in technology have continually expanded access, transforming sports from a local pastime into a globally connected, on-demand phenomenon, tailored to each generation's lifestyle and preferences. From past to future, one thing is clear: sports broadcasting will continue to evolve, bringing fans closer to the action and each other. What do you think is next for sports broadcasting? Let us know your thoughts. Let's continue learning, innovating, and preparing for the future together.